never seen the likes of it before. Having done James Bond for 10 years, 4 films, nothing compares to this.
I play Hawkman.
Cyclone.
Atom Smasher.
Dr. Fate. Leading the whole charge is Dwayne Johnson.
He's more brutal, uncompromising, fueled by the depths of his pain. He's Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Now, what you're going to see here is why the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. I hope you enjoy this very first look at the Man in Black himself, Black Adam.
Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be my Black Adam trailer video. The Rock showed up to DC fandom, brought a bunch of footage. It is basically the opening scene of the movie where they reveal Black Adam for the first time. So we'll break it down. There's a whole bunch of Easter eggs. And then in a bunch of other footage that they drop, they give you a look at some of the other characters as well. So I'll talk about them too after I talk about the big opening scene. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. I'll be doing videos for all the big trailers today, including the Batman trailer later today as well. But the actual opening scene here starts in Kahndaq in present day, where you have Sarah Shahi and a bunch of other characters. I believe they confirmed these villains are part of Intergang. So even if they're not the main villains, even if there's some sort of secret villain pulling the strings behind the scenes, Intergang is sort of like the evil DC group that has taken over this part of the Middle East where Kahndaq is, and Black Adam is trying to take it back from them. He was going to rule over Kahndaq until he got into that big war with the wizard Shazam, who trapped him in his prison here, where they release him, obviously, in a couple minutes. But the whole idea of the movie is that he's trying to retake control of Kahndaq and clean it up the way that Black Adam thinks that it should be cleaned up. He does care about his country, but he rules with an iron fist. That's the whole difference between him and characters like Superman, the Justice League characters, the Justice Society characters, which are featured during the movie, and all the Shazamly members. But you see Sarah Shahi's character and these other Intergang characters come in, and they're looking like they want to actually release him, like they're trying to actively release him. You see all these ornate wall carvings around his tomb. It seems like it's been untouched for the past 5,000 years or so. The crown that you see floating in the air is the crown that he used to wear before he went into his prison, or before he was forced into his prison by the wizard Shazam. You see some very familiar Shazam markings marking his tomb here as she uses the power word. It's the same for Black Adam as it is for the Shazam League. He says Shazam to activate his abilities, but the difference between him and Billy Batson, the other members of the Shazam family, is that he doesn't ever deactivate his powers. Like, he's always flying around all the time, 24/7, with his powers activated. And even though some of the people that are working on the movie are a little bit different, they want them to look very close to the same way the powers looked during the Shazam movie. They kind of retune things creatively, like they gave everything a little bit of a visual upgrade from the first Shazam film. Even all the Shazam family members' costumes got big upgrades, so they're a little bit more like the Black Adam costume. You also see the magical energy that he gives off, like this color of lightning, is also a little bit upgraded from the way they did it in the first Shazam movie. But effectively, it's meant to be the exact same as the Shazam characters. The difference is that he doesn't share his power with anybody else. So that's why he's stronger in a one-on-one fight than Billy Batson, Shazam, for instance. The difference is, though, is that when the full Shazam family teams up against him, then they're just as powerful as him. But none of them would beat him in a one-on-one fight. They'd all have to tag team him together, which I'm sure we will see eventually when they do a big crossover movie, but they're not going to be featured in a huge way during the Black Adam film because they're mostly just introducing his character in the Justice Society, and he's not supposed to be a huge character during Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. The way Zachary Levi explained it is they're not going to do Shazam versus Black Adam till like the film after Shazam 2. But then after he busts out, he immediately just vaporizes all these Intergang members using his lightning. And I love the way that they do this without him speaking any words. Like, he's completely silent. But the robe that he comes out in is exactly like his comic book robe. Like, it's all kind of tattered because it's meant to be ancient. You have to remember, he's 5,000 years old and he's been in prison this entire time. The other cool connection to the Justice League Snyder Cut, the Darkseid War that happened in that big flashback, that was also about 5,000 years ago, where all this stuff with Darkseid, the forces of Earth, the anti-life equation was happening, and Black Adam was in the process of becoming Black Adam over in Kahndaq. They also want to make him look kind of like a dark version of the wizard Shazam with his robes. Like, ancient wizard, but he's trying to give his power to Billy Batson. But now it's an ancient wizard, and he just wants to wreck everybody that gets in his way. So the whole idea is they're playing him more like an anti-hero. It's kind of like the way they did Venom inside the Venom movies, where typically he's thought of as a Spider-Man villain, but really in all the Venom movies, they play him more like an anti-hero. I think the idea that Black Adam is going to be killing a whole bunch of people in this movie, but he's only going to be killing really, really bad people. Again, there could be some sort of secret villain pulling the strings, some bigger DC villain behind the scenes, but they haven't completely revealed that yet. Then in that other footage, they give you a look at Kahndaq in the past 5,000 years ago before he went into his magical prison, contrasted with what it looks like in present day. So it's meant to be the shadow of its former self, and Black Adam basically wants to clean it up only the way he knows how. Obviously, they have Pierce Brosnan here introducing a lot of this footage. He's playing their Dr. Fate, so I can't wait to see what he looks like in the film. We get a little teaser for his character, like he's holding the helmet there, touching Sarah Shahi's forehead. This is Cyclone's character. She's going to be part of their new version of the Justice Society that they're putting together. There's going to be a couple different versions of their team. There'll be the original version that they talk about from a long time ago, where Dr. Fate and Hawkman were on, because Hawkman reincarnates. And Dr. Fate is just very old in the film. Something happened to their team, and then they have to reform a new one in present day, and that's where the younger characters come in, like Atom Smasher and Cyclone. I believe this technology that she's standing all around, like it looks like she's on a spaceship, is meant to be Hawkman's ship because he has all this Thanagarian technology. But the other cool thing about Hawkman and Dr. Fate is that versions of their characters, like a reincarnation of Hawkman and an earlier version of Dr. Fate, would have been alive 5,000 years ago for what was going on with Black Adam when he first became Black Adam. Then you see a little bit of Kahndaq in present day outside of Black Adam's tomb. You see a little bit of Hawkman's costume, you see a little bit of Atom Smasher's costume. There's a couple action scenes with Black Adam in the past and in present day. Like, there's a scene of him in the past before he's become Black Adam. Like, look how huge The Rock looks. And then he's walking into this big throne room here. This is probably the previous warlord that was ruling Kahndaq at the time that he became Black Adam. We got that whole magical PowerPoint presentation in the first Shazam movie about how he became Black Adam and how everything went sideways and why the wizard had to trap him. The whole idea that his wife, his family were killed, I believe, by this warlord here, and that's what pushed him over the edge and caused him to break bad. The 7 deadly sins convince him to release them, then they go around killing all these people in Kahndaq. So the wizard Shazam then had to stop Black Adam and help re-trap the 7 deadly sins. I think that's the way they're keeping Black Adam from feeling like a complete psychopath. Like, oh no, he didn't kill all these people. It was really the 7 deadly sins that killed all these people. Even though Black Adam will be vaporizing a ton of really, really bad guys during the movie. They do have sequels planned for this movie, but what I am expecting is that there'll be some sort of post-credit scene tag with the Shazam characters, just implying crossover eventually. There also might wind up being some sort of Justice Society spin-off movie that they try to develop, or maybe like an HBO Max series. It'll be the first time we see their team inside the DCEU, and this is taking place inside the DCEU, the main Justice League Earth, just like the Shazam movie did. It's just that it's happening in the Middle East, just a completely different part of the world. There were a lot of rumors about Henry Cavill's Superman appearing somewhere in the movie. I don't know if that ended up working out because it's been about a year since I've heard any news about that. But even if he's not in this movie, I think the idea is that The Rock really wanted Henry Cavill's Superman back and wanted to fight him in a movie. He's powerful enough inside Warner Brothers to make that happen. Like, no, I want Henry Cavill's Superman to fight me in Black Adam 2. But everybody just post all your reactions in the comments below. What'll happen is I'll do my Batman trailer video next. That'll be dropping in a couple hours as I'm posting this video. So make sure you have alerts enabled for my channel so you don't miss any of that. Most of the other trailers I'll do videos for tomorrow as well too, like the Flash movie trailer, the Peacemaker trailer, all the other big stuff. If you have any special requests, just leave them in the comments below. But I do love that Warner Brothers is doing this now. I hope they do this every year. While you wait for everything, click here for that brand new Batman trailer video. I'll update the link as soon as I post that video, and you can click here for my brand new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.